Hello there, YouTubers. It is I, Omki or Excalibur, here yet again with the fifth member of the original X-Men, Jean Grey, or Marvel Girl, or Phoenix. Now, this is going to be a little complicated and a little difficult because I'm essentially dealing with two different characters here at the same time. So we'll see how this goes. Jean Grey is the youngest daughter of John Grey, a college professor, and while she was playing with her friend when she was 10 years old, when she was playing with one of her friends, what was it? Anna Richardson? Yes, Anna Richardson. Anna was hit by a car. And the trauma of seeing Jean's friend being hit by a car activated her mutant ability, and she unfortunately started feeling the emotions and was reading the thoughts of her friend as she was laying there dying. And so she locked herself away for many, many years, because she could not control her ability to her telekinesis, her telepathy. Excuse me. It was about the time. This was a few years later. I think she was 11. She started seeing a psychiatrist for treatment. And the psychiatrist saw her and said, well, I'm going to send you to a specialist named Charles Xavier. He will know what to do. And so Charles Xavier, through his sessions with her, told her that she was a mutant. Didn't tell Jean Grey's parents. And through her treatments, Charles Xavier had her help him build Cerebro. During one session, Jean Grey reached into the mind of Scott Summers, who was as he slept in an orphanage, in the form of a phoenix. A little ominous, don't you think? And when Charles Xavier found this out, and was like, she's not mature enough for for that ability yet. So he started building walls around her that ability, so, and only allowing her to use telekinesis. Her telepathy was a no-go. So after a while, and after he felt that she was able to use her telekinesis well enough, she was joined as the fifth member of the original X-Men, and she was the only female X-Men, which, you know, of course, brought a lot of attention to her. She fell in love with the X-Men known as Cyclops, and vice versa. However, they didn't say anything about their how they felt until years later. And then Xavier realized that Jean Grey was finally mature enough after some time, when he decided to lift the walls as he was about to go and examine this alien invasion. So now Jean Grey had the ability to use her telepathy and her telekinesis, and she was very good at it, actually. Now, once again, on this mission to space, she was scanned by the Phoenix Force that sensed her unlimited potential, and, you know, and she was also her sincerity. Now, remember, she took the name as Marvel Girl at first. She's still Marvel Girl at this point. After Charles Xavier got a new team of X-Men. A lot of the X-Men went off, the original X-Men went off to do their own thing, including Marvel Girl. She went off to do her own thing, but still had a romantic relationship with Scott Summers, who was still the leader. Now, hold on just a moment, I'm cleaning my glasses. There we go, much better. However, the members of the X-Men, she and some of the newest members of the X-Men were kidnapped by the Sentinels and taken up to a space station. And after defeating the people from the space, the Sentinels and whatnot, they were trying to fly back to Earth, and they were having a hard time controlling it, and the shield was not the ship was not shielded against solar radiation, and thus the pilot area was not shielded from radiation. Jean Grey volunteers to pilot the ship, and as she was piloting it, she became more and more overwhelmed by the solar radiation until she just kind of passed out. She did not die, though. A lot of people thought she was going to die. However, she was instead taken over by the Phoenix Force. And I'm going to leave it off there, and I will get back to you guys here in a second.